What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Cheeky Crypto Uncensored. I am JB. We're here to talk about SingularityNet, AGIX. Today we'll have a quick look at the charts, the 1 hour, the 1 day and the 1 week charts. Have a look what has happened most recently and what is likely to happen next. If you're enjoying the content, as always, guys, do smash up the like button, subscribe, tapping on the bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video coming to you from Cheeky Crypto Uncensored. Let's jump straight down into the charts. The 1 hour chart for AGIX. Paired it with USDT, we're using BitGet as the data source, the spot count here for the 1 hour chart, where we can see we have been tracking this ABC to the downside. The target area comes between 16.126 cent and 15.634 cent, where we can see we are pushing down close to this area. We can see we have came down as low as 16.328 cent. I don't think this move to the downside is yet complete. I do think we will see the price come down into this area over the next coming days, perhaps weeks, for AGIX. Obviously, with it being a lower cap coin, it is a little bit harder to understand the moves that are going on using Elliott Wave theory and so forth. We can pair it up with the likes of smart money concepts, where we can see we do have a strong high on the chart. We do have a weak low. We are currently trading well below equilibrium. We can obviously see the 200 hourly EMA is sitting quite high up on the charts here, around about 17 cent area. And most recently, we have found rejection off of the 50 EMA here on the 1 hour chart, sitting around about 16.7 cent. We can see most recently we are pushing down once again here, where we are looking potentially to fill out these internal buy order blocks before maybe a push up for the weekly close up towards the 200 EMA. Again, with it being a low cap coin, it does not take a lot of price action to, push this up quickly in these candles. So obviously we can see quite large wicks coming off of these candles. However, when we do look at it through the lens of smart money concepts, the overall structure for AGIX here is bearish. The character has now changed. We are in a bearish character, which has obviously changed away from this bullish character that was set previously on the most recent push to the upside. So with that being said, we can obviously target out these moves that are playing out most recently on the 1 hour chart here in this C wave to the downside. We are targeting overall the move to 16.126 cent to as low as 15.634. I do believe we have a 5 wave move internally here, where we can take note of a wave 1 to the downside, a wave 2 up. We could see the wave 3 complete here. However, I think the wave 3 is actually completing down here. We are in the wave 4 currently and potentially looking for this push down in the 5th wave to the downside, where we would obviously see the price drop down into this target area. We can look at this more closely here. If we take the low of the wave 3, the high of the wave 4, we can see the price push down to 16.183 cent to as low as 15.950 in this 5th wave move. I do think that is the next likely move for AGIX, where from here we could see a bit of a correction to the upside. We can take note that the stochastics on the 1 hour are coming back down. It is the weekend, so we expect these to move up and down very quickly with little to no price action. However, over here on the 4 hour, it is corrected down quite quickly. And we could see this continue to the downside, bringing us into this C wave and this 5th wave target area before a bit of a push to the upside. Obviously, we'd have to let a bit of time play out here, guys. Let's see the price move on down to these areas, see where it settles, then we can target out a push up here. Whether we come back up to test the equilibrium or perhaps test a strong high, I do think we are setting ourselves up for a bit of a move to the upside across many charts. What we do see happen very often is when we see these bearish changes of characters, we see the price drop for a short period of time. We then see a push back up to retest out this area before then we would obviously look for another break to the downside, and I do think that is the next likely play here for AGIX. When we move up to the 1 day chart, we will come over to KuCoin for the data source for this one. Now we have to take note that we are technically still in this wave 4 structure from the previous pump to the upside. I do not think this is the move in play. I do not think we are in this wave 4. I do think we are on this break to the downside, where we are targeting out a move to 15.003 cent to as low as 4.794 cent. I do not think we're going to see this 5th wave. We have left on the charts because we have not yet invalidated this structure. Invalidation of this structure would obviously come here at 13.092 cent, which would be this wave 1 high. We have not technically broke the structure. We are not impulsive to the downside. It is purely corrective in this X, Y, X and Z structure, where we are targeting a move to 21.681 cent to 12.724 cent, where we can see over here we have now, found a bit of consolidation within this area. Internally to here, we also have this A, B and C structure in this Z wave, which in itself has a target area between 13.798 cent and 11.783 cent. We are yet to see the price come down to this area. However, as we obviously looked at on the 1 hour chart, we can see we do have a 5-wave structure to the downside here, where we could obviously see the price drop down into this area, and ideally this would then cross this wave 1 high, fundamentally ruling out this 5-wave move to the upside. I do think that this is not the move in play. We are not going to see this push up to 92 to $1.58, but we have to acknowledge it as a possibility that this may still happen. However, unlikely it does seem. So what we're looking at is a push to the downside here on the daily chart, where overall we have a W, X, Y, X and Z structure, which may just be an A wave. We will still see a pump. I do believe we will see a pump coming here on the daily chart, which will be quite a healthy one. Then another drop down in the C wave, where I do think we will then bring in the next low for AGIX. I do not think we will see another lower low for AGIX. I think the bottom is in. I'm pretty confident of that one, where we see over here at, if I grab the correct tool, over here at 3.370 cent. I do not think we will see the prices ever down this low again for AGIX. It was phenomenal to get in there if you guys managed to. We did obviously see a lot of the community DCing on this previous drop to the downside, and we did obviously see fantastic growth for AGIX. I don't think we're going to see this push up. I think we're going to see a bit of a relief rally. We do see this fair value gap sitting on the charts between 38 cent and around about 41.7 cent. I do think we could see a push up to this area before we will return on down for AGIX. There is no requirement for this to push up this high, but a relief rally of sorts I do think is coming before we get there. Sorry, I do think we have to come down on the lower timeframes, then look for a bit of a relief rally, then we bring the market all the way back down again. We can see this across many projects, Bitcoin in particular. I do think we are expecting a little bit of a pullback still to come, then a relief rally, then another grand old pullback across the charts. Jumping over to the weekly chart, we can obviously track what has recently went on. We did see this explosive move to the upside. It was fantastic. We've obviously seen a lot of the community capitalizing on this one. A return of around about 1,881%, and as we can see, this only took a matter of days to play out here. It was fantastic to see overall a lot of people capitalizing on this one. We can obviously target out the moves that are playing down here. I do believe this W, X, Y, X and Z structure is the move that is in play. We are obviously targeting out here on KuCoin weekly chart 16.7 cent to 9.8 cent. I do think we will see the prices drop down deeper into here. We can take note of these two areas right in here, previous areas of support and resistance across the charts. The first one coming between 14.6 cent and 8 cent. With this smaller internal one here, we can note a bit of support here between 12.8 cent and 11.4 cent. Very interesting levels. We can see potential for AGIX to drop down to. Fantastic areas to be dollar cost averaging into. I personally have started the dollar cost average into AGIX around about 20 cent level and downwards. I will continue to do so. One project I am very bullish on for the future. I do think it has potential to go on to do phenomenally well. We do have highlighted on the chart here $2.25 to $4.56. This is a potential move for AGIX I do believe is in play with an A, B and C structure. However, at $14.30, we then have to consider this as an impulsive move to the downside. This most recent break to the upside being a wave 1. This break we are seeing to the downside just now being a wave 2. If we push up to the $14, we will see that as a wave 3 with a wave 4 and wave 5 to come, where we could see unbelievable appreciation for price for AGIX for the next bull run. Guys, it's just a nice short sweet update for the AGIX for today. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button, subscribe, tap on that bell, all the usual good stuff. Leave us a few comments, let us know what you think of what we have covered off today. If you are going to trade, please do trade safely, have a nice tight stop loss, make some great gains, stay safe in the space, and until next time, have a very nice day.